Hi everyone, it's me, Jessie, from the Ether channel. Just a disclaimer, these readings are for educational and entertainment purposes. If you guys are wondering where I upload these videos overnight, so if you guys are wondering where I disappear to on Wednesday or Tuesdays and Wednesdays, those are the days I'll be taking off for the next little bit, likely to change in the future in case anyone's following for daily readings or following me and wondering where I go for those days and why there's no readings on those days. If my channel picks up momentum, I'll likely have the energy to do it those days as well, but for now I kind of have to take a few days off. So now ask Spirit what we need to know for our highest good today. So we're starting off with the King of Wands, Knight of Cups, the Tower, interesting, followed by the Ten of Wands. All right, and the Knight of Pentacles, Page of Cups, Eight of Cups, Wheel of Fortune, and the Hermit. So overall energy, we have the Chariot, which might indicate some action being taken right now. Also divine intervention. I like to use this card for divine intervention. Which seems to be the case a lot lately. So with the King of Wands starting off, I'm going to say that someone's passion is very in alignment to what they're doing in the physical world. I think you've manifested something here. It looks like a partnership. You might be walking away from something that was kind of holding you back. I'm getting like someone was trying to push their beliefs onto you, push their false narrative onto you, push their agenda onto you, and it's looking like with the Ten of Wands that it's very much over now. That desire to push their narrative onto you got towered. It's looking like total chaos for people, you know, trying to push themselves onto you in one way or another. And I think you intuitively knew this. It's showing a very strong, emotionally balanced, intuitive flow that you've been following for quite a while. And I think this is just confirmation that if you're anything like me, you might not want to see it directly, but it is going on behind the scenes. You never really know what Spirit's doing behind the scenes. But I assure you, if you're able to keep a level head while other people are freaking out, chances are Spirit's going to take care of them one way or another. So I would maybe just walk away from even engaging with it. There might be some kind of action, but it's looking like it's already, the fortune's already in your favor. It's already turning. The tables have turned. I'm getting somebody might have been trying to take advantage of you, but the tables have definitely turned, and it's maybe a good time to get some rest if maybe you were you know, not so much rest, but to come back and kind of reevaluate where you stand and take some isolated time and kind of walk away and reevaluate all your partnerships, because I have a feeling something bigger is coming into you, because I think you've got to walk away from any friendship or relationship that isn't serving you right now. Sometimes it's not always possible, like if you're coworkers or something, but you can um I kind of hate to bring this stuff up, but like stonewall, like not emotionally engage with anybody, try to keep the interactions short and simple and not give them any emotion, not get any emotion in the way of the interactions. Those people usually end up just either getting bored with you, or like I said, spirit takes care of them one way or another. So if you can walk away from the emotional, um the emotional side of it and kind of keep everything, factual, and um you might need to stop trying to work something out with somebody, um and maybe put that action into letting the truth come out. I think it's not so much the sun shining the light, it's the hermit. So I'm getting, it's not going to be spirit that so much lets the truth out, but you are protected. With the divine intervention, you're protected in your journey of maybe telling your truth. Um, let's see what else we get here. I might clarify all the cards here. So let's do this one for the King of Wands. See, it's another really self-explanatory reading. Like, I think all this is happening behind your back. This King of Wands is facing away from those cards. It's kind of hard to tell, but he's kind of facing this way, and like this way, and all the reading is to this way. So I'm getting the impression like a lot of this is happening behind your back, and it's kind of look like everybody's just kind of walking away. But I think there's, before we get too ahead of ourselves, maybe we do need a little bit of clarity. So I'm gonna pull one for the King of Wands here. Yeah, I think somebody tried to, like, there seems like there's a binding, and once again, all behind your back, right? You didn't see a lot of what happened behind your back, and maybe that was for the best, because sometimes that can trip you up. Yeah, it's like I said, the tables have turned. So if somebody was trying to kind of bind you or keep you trapped or hold you back from something, the tables have turned now. I mean, this is often my safe passage card. So like I said, if you're about to maybe thinking about coming forward with the truth about something, or speaking your mind, or standing your ground, or vocalizing a split in this dynamic of whoever it is who comes to mind is probably who the reading is about. You have safe passage through this tower. It looks like Spirit's just going to topple everything over. And anyone that was trying to push their narrative onto you, it's looking like they're getting wiped out. I would, yeah, let's get a clarification on that tower card. It is not looking good. It's looking like a big fall. A big fall from grace is what I'm getting out of that. I'm hearing like torment. FYI, that's my own voice. I'm not hearing voices. It's just the first thing that popped in my head. So, when I seen the card, when I have a clear head, sometimes you hear words pop in, and torment isn't usually on the top of my list, but it sounds like when you look at the tower, you kind of get that feeling of like, oh no, I think somebody may have been trying to push torment onto you, and it's about to get toppled over. Oh, yeah, see? Just kicked everything out of my hand there. I'm going to try to get some clarity on this tower. Oh, jeez. We got a jumper. Oh, I don't know why they always... why they always have to fall on the floor. I think this is somebody you've tried to make peace with. And they are just so spiteful. It looks like you've tried to fix this relationship like a ton of times with the War Cups. You've offered them so many ways to reconcile the dynamic and how it was playing out, and they're just refusing to see anything in any other lights than how they wanted it to be for their own justified purposes. And they're refusing to look at it from any other perspective but their own. And it's looking like you've tried to heal this relationship. You've tried to, you know, give people the benefit of the doubt or look past what they've done, and they're just refusing to have it any other way but to have you controlled, and swallowing that cup they're trying to give you, swallowing their poison. And the fact that they're completely in yellow is not the soul. Is that the solar plexus? The solar plexus chakra. So that's empowerment, right? I just feel like somebody's been trying to use their power to push you around. Like I said, it might be a work relationship or like a family, something that might not be that easy to walk away from, which is, you know, why you might have been trying to heal it. Let's get a reading on this 10 of Wands. So we have the Magician. So, you know, this is something they manifested. And I think maybe you guys were meant to cross paths. I think you guys were meant to cross paths. Because regardless of how they reacted, it was going to put you closer to where you were destined to be. It's just a shame that they don't want to go with you. And they're fighting it tooth and nail, and these people can't go with you. I think that's the big energy here. This is happening now because they've chosen a path that means they can't go with you when they had the opportunity to. So don't feel bad because you gave them the chance, but they didn't take it. They didn't take the healing offers. And sorry, I messed up all my cards here because they flew everywhere. So they didn't take the healing. They didn't take the healing offer, and they can't go with you where you're going. And I think you're about to manifest something really big. So if there was a huge tower, it was just cleaning out everything stagnant and everything that can't go with you. And sometimes that is really sad, but it's looking especially like people in your life had to go. I had to reorganize my cards here. So let's get a reading on this Knight of Pentacles. Oh, I've got like a headache coming there. It's very barren ground, and it looked like they didn't have a lot to offer you, but they were acting like they did. They were acting like they were, oh, I'm gonna help you guys. I'm gonna save you. I've got all this way to help you get up, and you should listen to me. And I just think what they were offering was so barren. It was not anything of any value to anybody. Just dirt, basically. When you have like power surrounding you and they don't see that, they can't see the type of power in being calm and making collected decisions and not being too hasty, not standing your ground, or, you know, standing your ground and not being hasty in your decisions and not jumping to conclusions. Like I said, it looks like you tried so many peace offerings and they just wouldn't take it, and it's looking like their land is pretty barren. So let's get a reading on that. Yeah, so we got the World card. So like it's just looking like completion. That cycle's over, and it's looking like you're coming out on top. You've been really brave through, you know, trying to work through it with people that clearly don't have your best intentions in mind. And I think that's the end of that cycle too. You're going to have some people start coming in with good intentions. You might have to spend a little bit alone time, but I mean, that's great. It's good. It's a good chance to recoup whenever I see the Hermit. I don't think it necessarily means don't do any action right now, but it might be time to kind of recoup in the meantime. Sometimes friends want me to be so social, and it's so draining. As much as I love them, it has nothing to do with how much I love them. It's just the kind of person I am. So if you've got new people coming in, it might be a good idea to get some rest. I think there might be a little bit of action required here in this walking away step, but you know, you don't have to get out of balance to do that. Take it baby steps. If your energy starts depleting, take a break. Let's get a reading on these 2 of Cups. Ace of Swords, yeah. I think you're about to speak your truth really strongly. I think maybe you've been holding your tongue for a while with these peace offerings. And like I said, giving people the benefit of the doubt. But I think you're about to speak a really strong truth. And I don't think they're ready for it. I think they thought that they had you, and the tables totally turned because you were so calm and you were offering to work things out. And some people see that as a sign of weakness, but it's really just a reflection of themselves that they could think that about somebody else. You know, they kind of put that energy back onto themselves. I'm not going to read those because I didn't ask for them. I would like to get a reading on this 8 of Cups. Like, I have a feeling this truth is what's going to cut through everything and bring the tower down. So don't be afraid to speak your truth. You're really protected in doing that right now. I know that can be really scary sometimes, especially when people are trying to shove their opinions, or it's going to disrupt the flow at work, or, you know, you might feel like it might rip apart your entire family. And sometimes I think you just need to be a really strong leader and speak your truth. Let's get a reading on this 8 of Cups. 2. I would really hate to be on the receiving end of this. So this is the Hierophant, so it's maybe an institution too you might be dealing with. Especially with looking like the abuse of power dynamic going on there. It might be an institution you're trying to deal with right now. So that's what I'm getting out of that today. They might have some lessons to learn for themselves, and I would let it go. You can't change other people. So let's get a reading on this Wheel of Fortune. I ate too much chocolate. I think I'm gonna have a heart attack. Too much chocolate. That's not a real thing. Anyway, sorry. Not sorry. Canadian, right? 1, 2, 3. I'm just gonna say sorry about everything. So yeah, I think you've been very insightful this entire time, and you have that intuitive. It's maybe a divine feminine. Sorry. I think you were able to kind of see right through it, and they weren't expecting that. I think they thought that they were playing you and you were just trying to be nice with the peace offerings and trying to smooth things over. But it didn't mean that you didn't know what was going on. Let's get some energy on this Hermit, which seems to be the most confusing one to me right now. It kind of conflicts with everything that says it might require a little bit of action and that you're very protective. I think it's signaling that you're going to shine a light on something physically. You're not waiting for Spirit to do it this time, and Spirit's protecting you. They're saying it's time. It's time right now to do it because we're going to protect you through this. And if you're starting to notice things trouble, just do it with your head on your shoulders. You know, don't go charging in. You've been so calm this entire time, and it's kind of like the Hermit's like very calmly just holding up the lamp over everything, right? And from a really high mountaintop, and I think it's just a very calm thing you're going to do, expose the truth. And you know, when it comes to people being, that's often what they're most afraid of, is everybody finding out the truth. So if they were being really mean, that might have been part of it. I honestly think they thought they had you duped. I think they thought that these might be some people that are highly educated that might think that they're better than everybody else. Education doesn't necessarily mean wisdom of any shape or form. In fact, some people can get so caught up in their ego that they miss the simple, little, insightful things in life. You know, trying to look good all the time, and everything's kind of like a mask, is what I'm getting out of this. Everything, especially some people get that education and everything behind it, it's just a mask. And you could see right through it. So let's get some energy on this Hermit card, and we'll probably close it up right away. 1, 2, 3. 10 of Cups. So yeah, I think you're going to shine the light on everything, and it's like bridge over troubled waters. You are in green pastures, aiming down green pastures. Very intuitive, very in line. There might even be a male involved that knows the truth and is also very emotionally stable. And yeah, I think they think you need some rest, so they're going to step in and help. Like I said, I don't think it's going to take much effort. I don't think it's going to take much effort to reveal the truth. I'm kind of getting like Spirit set it right up for you behind the scenes, for it to be a safe time for you to come forward and say what, you know, kind of speak your mind and tell everybody what actually happened. It might not have been safe to do that before, and that's part of intuition, is knowing when to act. I'm getting very much like the past day or two, like it's time to act now. So if you're seeing everything tumble, it's not time to be a jerk back, right? And I think you guys know that. It's just a safe time to speak out about what happened. Now I'm going to pull some oracle cards. Yeah, the gift of sacred sight. Like I said, I really think that they really thought that you were an idiot. I hate to say that word, but they really thought you were an idiot. And just because you talk a lot doesn't mean you're smart. I think you've seen right through it with the sacred sight going on. I think some of my friends want me to come around and do readings too. You know, I wasn't expecting it. People really love readings, and, you know, I wasn't expecting to get this much attention so fast. It seems like every time I give somebody a reading, though, it's just something that they're super fascinated in. It was something I learned for myself because I was going through some wicked things, and I didn't really know who or where to turn to, and I only want to pay like over $100 for reading so many times, and other people's readings started being really accurate and matching my intuition. So it's something I just kind of learned. If I don't have to charge people to help them, that's my main goal. I would always appreciate people who want to help, though. I'm not going to say no. But, you know, I've been down so far, and there's always been somebody or something there to help me. And sometimes I just, maybe you were that person, you know, you might be the only one who helps somebody. So I'm going to get another oracle card. I think that's pretty, you know, if you're wondering why they kept doing it when you clearly knew the truth, it's because they thought you were an idiot and that they were way smarter than you, and they were going to use and abuse their power to overtake you. And I think they thought they were going to get away with it, but Spirit turned the tables. You've been very patient, and you could see right through it. I'm getting a lot of like intuitive messages through here. Yeah, you're getting, oh, okay, so this is good with the World card, because I wasn't really sure where to go with that. And this one says a new world is born. So I think once this clears away, like I said, it was like probably just a ton of old things attached to you. And maybe you didn't really know where to start to get rid of some of it. And I think it was just time, and you must have had a strong desire for something, and it's getting cleared. Everything that was in your path was cleared, and it might have seemed really scary, but you've been very protected. And I'm getting like, you know, you were very protected through the whole thing, and you're about to have a whole new different life. I don't think you're going to be able to recognize yourself within the next couple of years. I don't think you're going to be the same person at all. I think this was a huge monumental shift for you, and especially getting rid of everything that was in your way. When the dust kind of clears, it's I get a feeling like you're not going to recognize that person anymore that you were before all of this happened, and you're getting a brand new beginning. And yeah, as I say that, I pulled a card and it says I am reborn. So like I said, you're not even going to recognize yourself. You're I'm not sure in what way. It's just looking like your entire world like is going to be different, which is often how it happens, right? It's not usually one thing at a time, although it can be. Usually good things come in spurts and then ebb and flow. And you know, I think things are going to start flowing, and the past's been cleared, and yeah, a safe place for you to go. So Spirit's landing you somewhere safe after all of that. You've always been safe. It might have been kind of rocky and very disruptive, and I'm getting like you handled it so well though, and you're so protected. And on the other side, it's looking like the worst is over, and you're gonna have some people you trust really coming in now. And yeah, this one says creativity, genius, writing, expression, and artistic flow. So I think you're creating something. I'm not sure if I'm not directly equating it right now with creating art specifically. Some people say life is an art, so I think this kind of pushed you to create a whole new life. You know, if you know what you don't want, then you know what you do want, and that's the blessing. You know, that's the blessing, is you really, really probably know what you don't want now. And I think what you do want is just right here. It's right behind this truth that's about to be told. So stand in it, and I think you're yeah, you can achieve great things. I think you're on a path now to that's your destiny. And these people everyone who tried to block it got cleared out. I think they tried. Yeah, the time to act is now, and you've attracted wonderful news. So I think when you speak your truth, it's going to be responded to with really good news. And so happy for you guys, because I think you really deserve it by the looks of the cards. If you're coming across this reading, don't doubt that you're worthy of this. Uh, that stuff had to go, and the world you wanted for yourself just wasn't. There was too many things in the way, and some of them may have been, from beliefs, and some of them might just because sometimes people don't want to see you happier than them. Especially people who worked so hard for things like an education, like seeing the Hierophant there, and they don't want to see somebody on, like, with less education or even uneducated at all do better than them. And the fact of the matter is, we live in an age where that's your education. Really, you really better like what you do, because there are so many successful people with no education, which is the way it should be. People should be following their passion and contributing to the world in that regard. It shouldn't be, what can I get out of everything? What can I get everything? Life is reciprocal and binary, and what you give out is what you get back. So if you're giving out greed everywhere, you're gonna get back more and more things that make you greedy. And yeah, you've got a safe passage through it, and congratulations, because I think some things are about to be revealed to you that are part of your destiny. And that's exciting, because it looked like there was so many things blocking it, and this feels very light and new and fresh. And it's more than a second chance. It's something that moved you into the path of your destiny. So until next time, I will see you guys again. Thanks for being here. Remember to like, share, and subscribe if you feel compelled. I'm not even going to. But see you guys.